Welcome to Writing Tips and Tricks, starting your first book. In this video, we'll cover a handful of writing formats, how to form the start of your story, and habits to demand from yourself to get your writing going. These are all different formats of writing you can use to get started or to refine your writing skills. You can approach these formats in any manner you wish. Don't forget to be realistic with yourself and to follow your inspiration. If you're starting out writing, it's best to work on smaller formats of work until you feel more comfortable into branching off into larger works. Number 1, essays. The most common form of writing used often in school or colleges. A short piece of writing on a particular subject. Essays tend to be nonfiction and are used to showcase a point or perspective and to share a bulk of information. Number 2, blogs. A consistently updated website or web page, typically ran by an individual or small group that is written in an informal or conversational style. Blogs can allow you to be less formal, and you can be as brief or long as you want with your words. Blogs are a great way to keep readers engaged and interested in your day-to-day life while waiting for your next big release. There are many different platforms for blogging, but WordPress and Tumblr are the most common when starting out. Number 3, poetry. Poetry is a literary work which is used for the expression of feelings and ideas that play with form, structure, and rhythm. This is a great outlet to practice for nonfiction and fiction writers alike, as it allows you to create something different from your previous works. Number 4, short stories. This format is a dependable starting point for fiction writers. With a lower word count than that of a full novel, it'll give you a smaller, quote, sandbox per se to play with as you build a story or world. Number 5, novels. This is where you'll get into the thick of it. If you're already a writer or have gotten the basics down, this is where you'll be given the freedom of no page count. Complex characters, plots, and storylines fit in this format best. Novels are good for submitting to a traditional publisher or self-publishing a book yourself. It is also good to mention that you can eventually turn a compilation of short stories into a full-length novel, depending on where your projects go. And you can also do the same for your full-length novels. If your full-length novel isn't flowing the way you want it to, then maybe turning it into a compilation of short stories might make it be easier. Number 6, audiobooks. The audiobook format is for self-published writers. You will have to voice over your work yourself or hire a narrator to do so. This avenue can prove to be very challenging, but can be rewarding. Podcasts are also an audio-related format a writer can choose from, whether it be a Q&A about your books or you interviewing other writers you may know. Things to consider when deciding a topic for writing. Number 1, story. The beginning of a journey starts with a solid and enjoyable story and a compelling main character. Try to come up with a handful of storylines that are unique and creative. Pick the idea that is most inspiring or compelling to you and think of how it will keep the reader engaged. Number 2, plot. The plot is the main events of a play, novel, or similar work, devised and presented by the writer in an interrelated sequence. Your plot is like the everlasting river of a cause and effect. A good plot thrives when there is an issue that needs to be resolved. Nonfiction writers can seek out issues they deal with in their personal life or in society as a whole. If you're a fictional writer, seek out the issues of your created world or translate your personal issues from reality into the fiction novel. Number 3, life experiences. Life experiences are a solid way to get inspiration in starting off a new book. Your memories will provide a great source of ideas, content, and details that can be used in your writings. Do you dream often? Keep a dream journal close to your bed so you can write your thoughts when you wake up. This might help you come up with new ideas, themes, or main characters even. And last but not least, things to do to begin your writing journey. Number 1, read. A very important thing to do is reading other people's books. This will help you find inspiration, discover new source material, and improve your work overall. Everything tends to be inspired from something else, and if you can't find or think of something to read, try finding a book similar to the one that you're trying to write. When you see someone else do it, it'll help you learn how to as well. Number 2, make a routine. Create a daily writing routine to get your journey going. Whether you're producing multiple pages a day, paragraphs a day, or anything in between, keep yourself set to a writing schedule. Setting aside time out of your day or week can help you find tranquility when needing to write. You don't necessarily need the longest amount of time to write, you just need a set amount of time with limiting distractions. Hence why many writers in the past felt that 500 words in a day was still a rather good day. Number 3, writing exercises. There are countless writing exercises you can find online. An insanely useful exercise is a writing prompt. Using a writing prompt will more or less give you the skeleton of a first sentence. You'll be able to repeatedly practice your first page hook when using multiple writing prompts. This will also help you find out which genre is your favorite, especially when it comes to writing fiction. Number 4, keep a journal. Having a diary or journal will help you keep records of your life for writing ideas, since life is ever changing. It is a constant source for new information to use. This might also help you write in certain instances and keep your stress levels lower. Number 5, join or create a writing group. Networking with other writers is a great way to find like-minded people, share useful tips, and much more. If there are no writing groups in your local area, or you're not able to create a writing group for yourself due to the lack of time, you can always try finding small groups online as well. Number 6, practice alternative forms of writing. Even if you figure out which genres of writing you enjoy most, still force yourself to step out of your comfort zone. If you write only fiction, try writing nonfiction and vice versa. Or force yourself to write in a genre you swore you would never touch. This will force you to use and implement different skills, writing methods, and words for your books. It'll indirectly force you to grow as a writer. Number 7, doing some research. Whether it's your first novel ever or the 10th entry in a series, every time you start working on a new piece, research into the subject or topic. If you're writing a sci-fi novel, then you might want to expand your scientific vocabulary or knowledge. If you're writing a medieval tale about demons and fairies, then you might want to brush up your knowledge on medieval armors, weapons, and folklores of the world, and other related things. Number 8, take classes. Even in sports, one does not simply master a skill immediately. That's why there are coaches, people who have repeated a specific action so many times, they can teach it to others with skill and ease. See if there is a local vocational school or trade school in your area that provides reading or writing related courses. If you have trouble finding stuff in your area, then you might be able to find courses you can purchase online, which typically tend to work as you pay for a subscription on the website and it'll unlock certain videos for you, and then you watch the videos to learn from. If you can't find or afford classes in your area, you can always watch videos on YouTube or other online platforms to help you with your writing endeavors. As always, all great journeys take time, so don't be afraid to chip away at your goals. That's it for this video. If you have any tips you would like to share or have any questions, don't hesitate to leave a comment below. And if any of these things helped you, be sure to like the video and subscribe for more writing related content. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next video.